Hello, viewers. Good evening. How have you been? Hope you're well. Happy New Year, everyone. It's lovely to see you again. Happy New Year 2026. I hope this year brings good things to you all. Welcome to another time here on Stephanie Glam. My name is Stephanie, and I am your host for today. I hope you guys have had a good start for the year 2026. I hope that the year 2026 brings good, lovely things to we all, hopefully. So, for those people that don't know who I am, Stephanie Glam is a channel that is started to help we all grow as a community to be the best version of ourselves, either in our career, in our homes, and anything that we do love to do. So, if this is the first time you've come across this channel, I will encourage you to click the link below and subscribe to this channel so that anytime I update new content, you will be the first person to get a notification. And if anything we're going to be speaking today resonates with you, I will encourage you to give this video a like so it encourages other viewers to come across this channel to help this channel grow. And also you'll be supporting me, Stephanie, as it encourages me to do further research and bring more educative content to help us all grow as a community. So without any further delay, we're going to dive into the topic of today, which we have titled accountability. So what is accountability? Accountability involves taking ownership on your actions and decisions without making excuses either in the event of success or failure. Being accountable helps us to promote trust and foster growth by focusing on solutions while learning from mistakes that are being made along the way. So what does accountability do? Being accountable involves fulfilling commitment. It involves admitting fault when you are wrong, and you accept that you are wrong and you are willing to take on any corrections that is being given to you. That shows that you are accountable. Being accountable also involves correcting errors and demonstrating integrity towards yourself. It also helps other people to know that you are trustworthy along any decisions that you're taking. Being accountable also involves demonstrating integrity in your personal life and also within your workplace environment. This way, your family and friends and your colleagues knows that they can depend on you and they can vouch for you anytime and anywhere because they trust that your judgment will be the right judgment concerning any decisions that you have given responsibility to take on. So what are the key aspects of accountability? Accountability involves taking ownership, recognizing your part, and also stop name blaming. Because when you're accountable for the decisions and the actions you're taking, there is no avenue for you to put blame on anyone when things don't go the way you plan it to go. You accept your mistake and you move on to the next project while applying the corrections that you have learned along the way. Accountability also involves taking responsibility. This involves fulfilling obligations and also delivering the promises that you have made, either to your friends, your family, or your loved ones. Accountability involves being honest. Honesty, that means being truthful about actions and the impact of those actions that you are making, what those actions will impact on other people's life and other people's businesses or way of life. Accountability also involves being transparent. Transparency involves communicating openly about your performance and challenges. And when challenges does come, you take on those responsibility by acknowledging those challenges and also seeking ways on how you can get support to be the better version of yourself on the task that has been given to you. That shows that you are accountable. Accountability also involves being action-oriented. This means focusing on finding solutions and making the right things when things do go wrong. Because sometimes life can take place and things do go wrong. But when you are action oriented, you take on this responsibility, you acknowledge your faults, and also apply the right dynamics to make corrections so that those mistakes does not repeat itself again. That means you are accountable for your actions. So how do we demonstrate being accountable in practice? So, accountability can be demonstrated when you're successful. In the position of successful goals that are being accomplished, when you're accountable, this is an opportunity for you to acknowledge your contribution to the successful outcome that has been achieved. Accountability also shows when you're facing failure. This is also a good way to show that you're accountable. When accountability leads to failure, it is an opportunity to learn from the failure and apologize for the mistakes made, while also taking initiatives to correct the mistake that has been made and preventing such mistakes from happening again. Accountability can also be demonstrated in the place of work. For example, when you're delivering tasks as agreed, or you are performing the job that has been assigned to you to the highest standards possible that has been set. Being reliable on the tasks and the job that you have been given is also a way of demonstrating that you are accountable. Because this way people can trust you, fellow colleagues can trust your judgment, and those in leadership and high authority in your place of work can also trust you on that. This is a way of showing accountability. So why does accountability matters? In our day-to-day life, within our friends, within our family, in the organizations that we work with, in partnership, in community, in society. Why does accountability really matters? Why do we need to be accountable for the actions and the decisions that we take along the way? This is because being accountable promotes trust and strong relationship. Because when you're accountable for your actions and the decisions that you've taken, whether you're successful in those decisions or you make mistakes on those decisions, people learn to trust you, and this encourages a stronger bond and a stronger relationship within your colleague, family, or friends. Accountability matters because it also improves professional and personal growth. Because life can happen and sometimes things may not go the way that we plan it to go. But when challenges or mistakes arises and you are accountable for this and you admit your mistakes and you are open to correction, it helps you to develop more growth. It helps you to grow as a person, and it also helps you to grow professionally, not just in your relationship, but also in your place of work and within the organizations that you work with, because people learn to trust you and they give you more assigned tasks and also offer you for other further leadership position because they know that they can count on you because you're accountable. Why does accountability matters? Accountability matters also because it increases self-confidence and connections at work. Because when you're accountable, you grow as a person, you gain confidence, and that way you create more connectful connections among your peers and your loved ones also, because people trust you. Accountability also matters because it helps to drive better performance and helps to improve problem solving. Because when we are accountable for our actions and our mistakes, and when mistakes comes along the way, we are able to devise further ways on how we can help resolve such mistakes, and that helps to promote problem solving, which is another skills for self-growth and development. So what is being accountable? According to the Western Dictionary definition, accountability is the state of being accountable, is the obligation or willingness to accept responsibility or to account for one's actions. So now we're going to be looking at the 4 ways to take accountability and to bring accountability into the actions that we take. One way of doing this is to stop and ask yourself, how are you contributing to the problem instead of shifting blame? Accept that you may be 50% of the situation wrong. What are you saying or thinking that is sustaining those situations. What do we mean by this? We mean by when you are accountable and things do not go the way you plan it to go, is an avenue for you not to blame the other party and accept that maybe the reason why things are not going the way it should go is because you are also contributing to the failure of that thing being successful. When you acknowledge this, it helps you to develop problem-solving skills and also to initiate ways whereby things can be corrected and the right goals can be achieved regarding that situation or circumstance that you are having difficulty in acknowledging to be going well. So, how can you shift your behavior or attitude to doing something differently? That is being accountable. Because when things does not go right, you are able to speak to yourself and acknowledge your mistake and also find ways on how you can make things right and make things work well. Because if you are unhappy about a situation, there are two choices to make. It's either you change that situation or you change your feelings and thought about the situation. So, to change what is happening, example, regarding a situation, is that you need to recognize that you may be playing a role in making that thing not work out the way it should. And when you acknowledge this, you are able to develop new ways of doing things to promote change and growth. So another way is to look at where you feel most hurt in life and get help that is needed. Understand that what this event has taught you is to be unless you heal and unlearn from it. Because wounded people wound other people too. So next time you do or engage in something that is wrong, apologize for it and make it a real apology. Because according to a professional study, if you are not accountable and you say sorry in a nonchalant way, you're almost contributing to that situation to make it worse, because you're just going to create the whole thing and cause more harm to the situation at hand. For example, if you say, I am sorry I missed your party, but I am so busy, or I am sorry that I shouted at you, but you provoked me. This does not really show accountability for your actions, because no matter the scenario, if you communicate an apology in a way that is not really honest or shows that you're really sorry about that situation, then an apology is not needed, because it is not done in a genuine way, and this might create more harm to the situation at hand. So another way is to recognize how you are being toxic to others. You need to take a new look on how your behavior is affecting other people in a negative way. If you act in a toxic way to people who are being toxic to you, you may end up becoming like the very people that you dislike in your own life. For example, cruel people, self-absorbed people, offensive people, negative people, people needing constant validation, overly reactive and hurtful people. These are the kind of people that are toxic to be with. And if you continue to be with them, you may start behaving like them, and this does not show a good example of being accountable for your actions. So to close up today, being accountable to yourself means you hold the power to transform your life in ways for the better. So thanks for staying to the end of this video. Please leave a comment, like this video, and subscribe for more educative topic to help you become a better version of yourself. And if you've not yet subscribed to this channel, this is a good time to subscribe to this channel and give this video a thumbs up or a like, because it encourages more people to come across this content. So till I see you again, stay well and stay safe.